Thinking about changing locations and shit. Man, into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way, I made. Sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago. They ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool. I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace. I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend. We should try again. You been on my mind. You should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl. You know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I get the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I.
Yeah, it's goddess. And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo. We stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running, what you thought we bleed that? It's only one team over here, this Cowboys, believe that. Yeah, this you got is the poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and Landlord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out. Now don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC4L.
31 teams in the NFL. His system is designed to stop 25 teams.
Shit, I need a linebacker that's over 200 pounds. I need a defensive tackle that you got to pull away from the buffet. He's gone, so no.
Let's talk about that.
But yeah, that's a long part. That's a long part of your
I gotta
team.
make this point because I ain't gonna lie, I forgot about it until you mentioned it. So I gotta get this out before it flees me, and the nation needs to hear this.
Testing,
Sir.
and we are live. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store. How's everybody doing today? And beneath me, as the devil should be, is the most notorious, nefarious, diabolical, dastardly, evil, ill intent, reporting live from his den of iniquity, landlord from Alabama.
This dude, see, wait a minute. He is so nefarious, man, that he got to the point now, he's took it up to a whole nother level. He practices it, he rehearses it before he comes on here. He all in his thesaurus. He old school, so he still got a thesaurus. He up there looking at his thesaurus, looking up diabolical type, heinous type words so he could say on my introduction. I thought we was better than that, Hen. I thought we was better than that.
We are better than that, and we are better than that, and that is why I made sure to get your introduction down packed, man. Cause folks need to know who the hell they dealing with.
Hey, he ended up rehearsing these terrible terms he want to say about me, man. That's crazy.
Oh, man.
But what's happening with y'all good people, man? We in here talking good old Cowboys as usual.
Indeed, man. And we're trying to get West Coast in, man. I think he's on the road. His Wi-Fi is hating him out right now. I see him trying to come in, but it's like he's frozen and stuff. So we're gonna try to get West Coast Cowboy in here too, man. Cause it is the Three Amigos, man. We listen. We don't do it on one-on-ones. We jumping everybody. We 3 deep. You catching You catching 3 pairs of hands and feet anytime that we meet, man.
All right, you're getting the whole deal. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed. But shout out to everybody out there, man. I see Special K in the building. Diggs BTW1 in the building. What's good with you, man? I see my boy. Who else is in here with us, man? Yeah, Wes is frozen.
Shout out to my folk on the other end too, over there in the Trinap. Shout out
Yeah.
to my peoples.
Go ahead and read them off while you can, man.
Okay. Shout out to the members for sure. Mr. Desmond Iron Man in the building, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to King G in the building. Shout out to what the other members at. The members got to get priority, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all helping your boy out. Y'all keeping the lights on. Shout out to Mr. Rico Jones. That's Mr. Marcus McFarland in the building. What's happening with you? Who else we got? John Jones. Shout out to you, sir. Shout out to you. Brendan Dunson in the building. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights in the building. Kelvin Hicks in the building. Terrence Bosley. Miss Regina Green with the green. Cartavius in the building, man. What's happening with you? John Gilbert and Damian Crow. You understand what's happening? Hey, I learned something yesterday, too. This is totally off the subject, but it's interesting. Do you know what they call a flock of crows?
A murder.
That's crazy, ain't it?
You didn't know that.
I didn't know that. But look, you know, for every single animal, it's a whole different name that they call them. Now, you know, some of them we know, like a pride is a pack of lions or whatever. Like some of them we know. A herd is what it is.
Most livestock.
Cows, or you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we know what certain ones, but it's very extensive. It was kind of crazy to me. But a murder, I'm surprised I ain't never used that in a rap.
In a rap.
Yeah, I'm lacking out here.
Man, it be like that sometimes. Numbhand Neil said, "What's up, gents? My hand is going to the ER." Slapped up 954 Eagle fans. And folks, listen, if you slapped up that many Eagles fans, you got to cut your hand off and start over. They eat shit, so you probably got septic in your hand at this point in time.
Man,
so
you got to get a tetanus shot. You got to get an HIV shot. You know what I'm saying? You got to get everything.
Man, you got to get
Ain't no telling what.
A COVID shot again.
You got to get a hepatitis shot. All that stuff, man. Them boys are toxic. You know that green represents sewage. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't know that?
Man, just got to pray for my boy Numbhand Neil. He on the front line, putting his life on the line to slap the shit out of the Eagle fans for y'all, man.
Well, do it represent sewage or that? It's so nasty to talk about.
The drip.
The green doo-doo. You know when...
You know the drill.
You know when you're really sick and it's green? Yeah. That's where they get their uniforms from. You know what I'm saying?
Man. That dookie.
Yeah, nasty. Nasty work.
Man, horrible. You said, damn, landlord, LOL, we starting early. I mean, damn.
I can't help it, man. You know, when it's just in you, you know what I'm saying? It just happened. It just happened.
They said, hopefully they can save it.
Yeah. But what's going on, man? What we got going on right now?
Man, we got a lot of stuff going on, man. Really, the question is, where do you want to start? Do you want to start with the Dallas Cowboys, or do you want to start with some stuff that's kind of Dallas Cowboys related, but you know, it's like an NFL topic? Which one do you want to start in?
NFL will work. We can start NFL.
All right, let's start with a very broad one, because Joe Burrow was talking, and you know, sometimes when you talk, you probably should not have been talking. So he made a statement, because they were talking about an 18-game NFL season, right? So let me get this shit pulled up. And listen, this is in the works. I'm not sure when the hell it's going to happen. I don't know if it's like a year away, 2 years away. Whenever it happens, it's probably going to happen. But hold on, this thing's tripping. Hold on, my damn graphics ain't trying to pull up. Hold on now, we can't be going out we can't be going outside like this. There it go. Okay, all right. So, Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow said on Pardon My Take that if the NFL goes to 18 games, there should be 2 bye weeks. Okay? There should be 2 bye weeks. He suggests one of the byes should be around week 13 for the entire NFL, with the Pro Bowl festivities happening that week, similar to how they do the NBA All-Star Weekend. Burrow believes this would boost ratings for the struggling Pro Bowl. Additionally, by adding a second bye week and an extra game, the Super Bowl would fall on the Sunday before President's Day, giving most of the country a day off after the biggest game of the year. Now, this is a two-part thing. One, do you like his idea? Because they are talking about an 18-game season. But two, should he have even been talking about this? Because from last time I remember, the NFLPA do not want 18 games. And you got one of the biggest quarterbacks in the National Football League not only saying it's a good idea, he gave you a goddamn blueprint about how you could do it. So that's my question. That's my question to you, landlord. Do you like the idea of an 18-game season? If so, do you think this format would work? And secondly, should Joe Burrow ass even be talking like this?
Yeah, I'm finna get right to it. But shout out to Bobby Ellis with the $5 super chat. He says, landlord, you going to training camp to scout out that Deucey jersey? No, sir, not the Deucey jersey, but I will be at training camp, man. And your $5 is going to help me get there too, man. So I appreciate your contributions. But I don't want to sound biased here, man, because it's finna sound very biased because I got my own. You know, I told you about mine. I got my own way I feel like the schedule should be set up. You know what I'm saying? But to come in on heels first, 18 games and 2 bye weeks, that sounds pretty doable to be honest. But I don't understand why y'all want so many more games. You see what I'm saying? To me, okay, I do understand. More games equal more paychecks for them. But okay, listen, in my scenario, I promise you, I feel like mine is way better. Okay, listen, in my scenario, instead of adding all these regular season games, how about you take away some of the regular season games and add some similar to like the best out of 3 for a series in the playoffs, instead of it being just one and done. You might be able to run like, instead of just one game you're done in the playoffs, you can say, okay, the best out of 3. And make it the same amount of games. You can make it the same amount of games. If you're going to play 18 regular season games, you can still add up to the same amount.
All right, so Wes, we hear you in here, so you go ahead and give your thought process on what Joe Burrow said and if he even should have said
it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you fine, cuz.
I was going to say a big what up to everybody. It's your boy West Coast. Hey, man, it's nice to be on the show. Anything you've had me on, Landor, have me on. Now, I don't want to give a big hell no to what Landlord was talking about. He was not playing no best of series and no football, man. There are injuries, and you got to think like this. At that, if I know I got to play you again the next game, man, I'm gonna be doing all type of stuff. Because if you injured, that's a possibility of playing 3 games, playing the same team. Heck no, I can't do it.
You can spread it out though, and like I said, if you gonna play the same amount of games, I'm thinking about cutting down the regular season games and putting them extra games on the playoffs.
Yeah, but I don't want to see I wouldn't want to see the who was in the Super Bowl this year. I wouldn't want to see a best out of 3 series of that.
Not the Super Bowl. Leave the Super Bowl. I guess you leave the Super Bowl alone.
So then,
Super Bowl is just gonna be the Super Bowl.
If the Super Bowl is only one game, then that means the other games are more important. You can't, man. I'm gonna tell you, you can't.
We can still say the best team would have got there though, because that's what it's about. Most other sports get more than one game though. I know football don't do it for injury reasons.
It would probably be honestly, it'd be the healthiest team that would make it at that point. Health would definitely play a big part in it. And then you got to think, like, I know if I get up on a team, I'm definitely gonna bench half my team if I know I got to play the same team next week.
Yeah, it's all ideas, you know what I'm saying? But it I don't know, man. I just feel like I don't know why they putting so much extra games out there when, you know what I'm saying, we can put more importance on the real games.
Well, more games also means, but you also got to think if they add 18 games with 2 byes, that means they'll probably expand the roster too. Because the same thing they did with man, this is janky.
Yeah, I like that too, Special K. It's just like a you know what I'm saying, just a shell of a plan. I just feel like you can, if you're going to play 18 games, I feel like you should minimize some of them regular season games and add more playoff games.
I'll put it like this. I don't think you should have a best of 3, but you could do it like the play-in tournament in the NBA.
Yeah, I like what Special K said too. Yeah,
and you play an entirely different team. Because like what Wes said is true. If I know I got to play this team again, we headhunting.
Yeah, true.
I'm putting the quarterback in concussion protocol. I'm going crazy.
Yeah. Now that makes sense. Like I said, this just the beginning, like the foundation of the idea. But the general idea that I had was, if we're gonna play all of these games, because you still playing all of the games, right? Yeah. I can make that 18 add up nicely for me in the playoffs. You see what I'm saying? Instead of playing one and done, you got you got more than one shot. And, of course, it's coming from a Cowboy fan that's been struggling for one and done forever. So, look, I am a little biased. But just imagine if some of them Cowboy teams could have had another shot. We probably have us a ring. You know what I'm saying? That team that the Giants beat when Romo threw the interception at the end, that team probably could have won a Super Bowl if they would have had another shot. They just was the worst team on that day. That's the beauty of football. But it just sucked when you're a Cowboy fan sometimes. That's all.
Hey, I was gonna say I don't mind 18 games and 2 buys, like, but as long as one buy is like, they need to have one standard buy where the whole NFL or they need to have rotating where it's like half the league is off and half the league is on.
See, his idea was like to have the bye in like week 13 for the entire league, and then they had the Pro Bowl activities during that week.
Well, this is the thing. I'm not sending Dak Prescott to the Pro Bowl damn week 13.
I know, right? Like, yeah, like we
turn the music down just a little bit. Can you turn the music down just a little bit?
Yeah, I'll do that for you, cuz.
Supreme King, I understand what you mean, because win or go home is the allure. But at the same time, you still get the same feeling in the playoffs at basketball. Like, this one thing you got to remember. If I'm not mistaken, almost every other professional sport has a series, except for football, except for NFL. If I'm not right.
Yeah, but you can't. But you got to think
the football. Okay.
The toll of the body, the toll of the body, and this is the thing. There's no way, because I'm gonna tell you why they can't do that, because they would have to be regular season games, because that means that some you would basically almost get punished for going to the playoffs because you would play more games, which you're already doing. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember, that's why the NFL plays.
Yeah, assassinated him.
Dang. I was trying to figure out what he meant by that too, because it's still gonna equal up to. It's a way you can still make the math. You know what I'm saying? It can still add up to the same amount of games.
It wouldn't though. If somebody loses and they get a second chance, they would theoretically have to play an extra game. So they
I'm
would
saying,
actually be playing
listen,
like,
I was already talking about cutting some of the regular season games. You see what I'm saying? The regular season might be about.
I'm just talking about even in your scenario, like the team that loses, they get a second chance. The other team is moving on. If they get a second chance and they win, they got to play somebody else the following week. So they theoretically, if they went all the way to the Super Bowl, would have played an extra game if they got.
Yeah, see, obviously this plan ain't all the way thought out, but the general idea was make more games in the playoffs and make it kind of series. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, I like the fact that you don't got to play the same team. That's an interesting idea too. But I'm just saying I wanted to overall equal up to the same amount of games. And then think about this. Would you like more playoff games opposed to more regular season games? I would.
Hey, can I say this real quick before my surgeons go out again?
Go ahead.
I was saying the reason why I was saying it's the difference between every other series is because you look how long the other seasons are. Like, if you play 84 games, bro, you just can't be out the playoffs in one game. If it took you 84 games to get, like, think about this, in the NBA playoffs, it probably takes you 50 games to even qualify to be in the playoffs.
Yes.
You got to win at least 50 to 40 games. So it's
in
like
my scenario, though, at the same time, it would put a lot of emphasis on the regular season games, too, because you ain't got as many.
Yes,
you got to win them hoes.
But you know what also that would also do? That would limit you on you playing other teams, too. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're only going to have a certain amount of games, that means what are we going to do? Not play our conference anymore?
See, of course, it ain't an all the way thought out plan. That's a good point. Like, so maybe you have Maybe you have you played a division game one time. Yeah.
Nah, you can't play division one time. You got to play division twice.
Shout out
think
to
about
Stephen
this.
Carroll. Hold on real quick. Let me get this super, then I'll let you cook, Wiz. Just Stephen Carroll with the 499. He's asked if I was going to training camp. I used all of my PTO when I almost died. So no, I will not be going anywhere anytime soon. But thank you for the thought in the 499. Go
Appreciate
ahead,
your
Wiz.
support.
Yeah.
Wes, yeah. Go ahead.
Oh no, I think we kind of beat that horse. I think we got to beat that horse in the head.
I'm gonna say this though. One, because I'm gonna answer the second part of this. While it sound cool, Joe Burrow, same thing I was telling the landlord. The last time I checked, the NFLPA does not want the extra game. Because Wes, like you said, when they went to 17 games, they're making the same amount of money. They paychecks just got slightly smaller because you usually divide what you make by 16 week, 16 game checks. Now the same amount of money you were making getting divided by 17 game checks. They're going to be making the same amount of money to do more work. They don't really want that shit.
Hey, Henny, think about this.
Stephen Carroll, me and West Coast will be at training camp.
Hey, listen to me. The NFL said this. They're going to make more money because of streaming and things like that. If we're going to be playing quarterbacks, I'm going to tell you this right here. And then I'm going to say this thought. The NFL basically said this. If we're going to be playing these guys this exuberant amount of money every year, we need to get more games out of them. So it's crazy, right? As soon as the NFL started being okay with playing guys $50 million and $40 million a year, what did they say? We got to add more games. So guess what? At the end of the day, you divide those you divide that extra game, those extra 2 games over those contracts. You're still basically making around the same amount if you were on a 16 game season. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. Something that the industry never talks about, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna run on this field real quick. Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all this real quick. These owner meetings is a trip now, because it's crazy. Think about this. The owners meeting is the only meeting that is not covered. The only notes you get out of those meetings is when they're walking out. And guess where you think they're coming? Because you got to think, when the owners come together, they're not coming together as it's the Cowboys versus the Eagles. They're coming together as in owners versus players. Mm-hmm. And guess what? In these owners meetings, that's where they're coming up with these great ideas. Like, listen to me. We can't keep telling these guys we're not making no money. They can see the millions and billions of dollars we're about to make off of streaming. So what do we do so that we can pay these guys and make them feel like that they can get what they want, but we still get what we want? What do? You add more games. Like it's ingenious. The players' salaries will either go down or stay the same, but your revenue will go up. Why? Because you have an extra game. So they're for sure going to add more games.
Yeah,
and I'm going to tell you this right here.
It's good for the owners. It's just not good for the players.
I mean, to be honest with you, theoretically, it's low-key good for the players, too. Want to know why? Because it provides more opportunities for players to make teams. Because look what they did when they made 17-game seasons. What did they do? They started allowing you to be able to add players to your practice squad who were non-rookies. So now you can stash veterans on your practice squad.
It gave you an emergency quarterback, too.
It also gave you an emergency quarterback because they knew you got to have 3 quarterbacks to make it through a 17-game season. Right. So, like,
listen, I'm not saying like there's not any players.
I don't agree or disagree with it. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm not saying there's not going to be some players that would benefit from it. Like you said, the guys that are on the bubble that need all the opportunities. The guys that actually got to play in preseason and shit like that. Older guys trying to get back in the league. Yeah, they'll have opportunities and they probably would like it. Dak Prescott probably wouldn't like it. Aaron Rodgers probably wouldn't like it. You're a veteran quarterback in the league. You're a veteran tackle. You're a veteran player with an injury history. You don't want to play an extra game.
It's hard enough to get through a 16-game season
without help,
without injuries before you end up hurting yourself going into the playoffs. You want to be as healthy as possible. You don't want to stretch it out even more. You see what I'm saying?
And think about this. Last thing I'm going to say this too. And if I'm anybody, I want to know exactly when it's going to happen because I need my contract to stop the year before it happens because I'm going to need to renegotiate. Because you're going to try to sign me on a 16-day. You're going to try to sign me for 16 games, but then make me play 18. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is this. If you're a player and you're on a contract that's negotiated for 17 games and they make you pay an additional 18 games, who pays for that 18th game? Technically, the team should have to pay for it because it's the regular season. But what if the player doesn't even play in the game?
Yeah.
Hold on. Hey, Stephen Carroll just hit you with a 50-piece, Wes. He said, West Coast, here's to your auction or funds. That's love right there. Shout out to Stephen Carroll.
Stephen Carroll. Man, listen to me, man. I'm about to go down to this little store down here. I'm going 9 cents, though.
Make
9
sure you
cents
mod him
only.
up.
I got $2, man. You got $2. Matter of fact, Stephen Carroll, I'm going to give you 3. 3 items. Inbox me what you need from the 99 cent store. I got you, done. Real ass Cowboy fan over there.
He looked out for me the same way yesterday, man. So I appreciate you, Mr. Stephen Carroll, man. He's showing love to the nation. We appreciate you.
Yes, sir. But hey, let me give you guys a tip, though. Let me give you a tip. Listen, training camp is next week. The way these platforms work, that $50 will probably help West Coast get to Cowboys versus Ravens. Let me tell you why. Because they pay us 45 days to 2 months in the rear. That's just how it works. We don't choose it. That's how they pay us, right? So if you really, really, really want to help, and Stephen Carroll, you're a real ass Cowboy fan, and you would definitely help. You definitely help. I don't want you to think you didn't, but I'm just saying, if you really want to expedite your help and really help, because remember, training camp is next 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? My mama turned 64 in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Mama West too.
Mama West Coast. You know the Cowboys love her so much they start training camp on her birthday every year. So listen, you know what I'm saying? Her birthday in 2 weeks. If you really want to make sure you can push that training camp nod, hit that cash app. Because that's going to be emergency. You know what I'm saying? Break in case emergency. It's an emergency.
Let me get Todd Lockhart super because I've been sitting on it for a second. Shout out to Todd Lockhart for the $4.99.
But we need more fans like him, though.
Yeah, he said, man, what's up, landlord? Long time. Had to take a break. So from the Cowboys madness, Lord help us.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. And hey, you already know I've been up here suffering day by day. And shout out to the whole Lockhart squad, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
And shout out to Bobby Ellis. He just hit you with a $2 super. He said Dollar Bill wants 12 games again. It would be cheaper. Nah, Dollar Bill wants that 18 game because he gonna get all the profit.
Especially if, and I'm gonna tell you what Jerry Jones is also gonna do. That extra game has to be a home game.
It is. Shout out to Stephen Carroll on my end too for the $49.99. He said HTM, here's to a faster recovery. Get out to get content. I appreciate that, man.
Real ass Cowboy fan.
Support, my boy. And hey, it was rough. It was rough coming back, man. You know, entire face was swollen up, leaking pus. Tongue swollen, couldn't eat solid food, lost 30 pounds. But hey, God is good, man. I shook back. I'm back in good health, and you know we out here pushing out this dope Dallas Cowboys content, man. I appreciate y'all for all y'all support, especially.
And make sure you mod Mr. Steven up too.
Yeah,
he's showing love. He's showing love to the whole nation. We appreciate you.
Yeah, he part of the wrench gang. I'm finna mod him up right now before I forget, because you know with my old age I get senile. Now
shout out to Bobby Ellis. We ain't gonna forget about your $2 super. We appreciate you too. He says Dollar Bill want 12 games again. We will be cheaper.
He's landlord behind and he behind.
Oh, maybe I didn't see it.
He in front, but he in pre-present, but he behind.
Man, he on here with me, and he didn't hear me.
I was thinking about something else. My bad.
It's okay. I'm just pray for you, man. That's all.
But
yeah. God is good. So you know,
hey, listen to me.
As a moderator.
Yeah, but hey, man, listen. I'm about to get out of here real quick. Y'all fellas, keep on bumping for a little bit. I got probably about 30 more minutes before I can finish with these kids, man. And then, but hey, man, training camp, we will be live, man, each and every day, 11:30, man. So make sure y'all get popping, man. Get on the algorithm. If I can get back on here before y'all get off, I will. You already know what it is. Never look down because stars up. Peace.
Yeah, we gonna be on here for about another 30, 40.
30 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's keep rocking though, man. Cause listen, y'all gave some good ideas about 18 games. My thing is, I just don't think there should be 18 games. I don't think there should be an extra playoff game. I don't think there should be extra regular season game. I don't think there should be an extra preseason game. Hold on, your volume went out, boy. I can't hear shit you saying. Okay. I think he muted us on purpose. But yeah, I don't think there should be an 18th game of any sort. Just cause, man, it dilutes the game in my opinion. Cause when you think about like guys, if we start having 18 game seasons, there're gonna be people just destroying these records right and left. Right, you're gonna have regular average ass quarterbacks with the same stat lines as Joe Montana. You know what I'm saying? Those extra games. Now we already were playing with an extra game, 2 extra games in a season. The quarterback played 20 years. They staying healthy longer. He gonna have a stat line like he's the best quarterback of all time. He might break Tom Brady shit, but he really wasn't that dude. He just played 20 years in a league that didn't really play defense. Wanted the offense to score. And he had 2 extra games to do it.
Yeah, I was just hollering at my youngest son. He just came from football practice.
Oh,
so
you
I was
good,
just hollering
man.
at him.
Shout out to baby landlord. Keep him in your prayers, cause
Yes,
you know, keep him in your prayers as we go through life. You know, I was gonna take a dig at my brother, but you know, fatherhood is such a beautiful thing. I don't even touch it.
You so crazy. You got a little ounce of decency in you, I guess.
Yeah. You know, I play. I don't play.
Shout out to Mama Hen. Shout out to Mama Hen.
Yeah, shout out to Mama Hen. He said,
But yeah, man.
But yeah, like 18 games.
Yeah, go ahead.
It shouldn't be a thing.
I don't think they should play that many games either. And like I said, that's one of the reasons, like, you know, the NBA got too many games. That's why most fans, like, if you're not a hardcore NBA fan, like me and some other people, like, most people just stop watching until the playoffs. Like, they don't watch until the playoffs. He said, for Landlord Volume 1, I'm too loud for you?
Nah, you had yourself muted for a second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just was muting and hollering at my son coming out of practice. That's all. But, yeah, man, I just don't think it should be that many. And it's hard to even retain attention. Then think about it. It's harder for you to stay healthy. Like, we be staying healthy by the grace of God going into the playoffs. The more games you add to it, the harder it's going to be.
And Landlord, we don't really even be staying healthy.
That's what I'm saying.
So you got to think about it. You remember when Zeke was our starting running back and he had we had back-to-back knee injuries and he wasn't really himself. Dak Prescott had broke his thumb. Tyron Smith had missed damn near an entire season. And thank God Tyler Smith was there.
Think about this. If you keep stretching the season out, it's not going to come down to the best team. It's going to come down to the most healthiest team, the team that can manage their talent better. Like, you know, manage their workload better. That's what it's going to boil down to. So it ain't even going to be just, hey, we the better team, we the best team. Nah, we was more healthier than y'all at the point when we played y'all. That's what it'll be.
And listen, you know what's sad? That probably benefits the Dallas Cowboys. Honestly.
You think so?
Like, compared to other teams, we got a pretty good track record. If your name ain't Tyron Smith, we usually keep you healthy. You know, that's why I felt like if Dallas couldn't keep Tyron Smith healthy, nobody could. Because we got the track record.
But it ain't helped us, though. That's so crazy.
It's helped us. It ain't helped us get
over the hump. Yeah, that's what I mean.
It helped us get production out of a guy we had question marks about, like Randall Cobb. Nobody expected Randall Cobb to come to Dallas and go crazy like he did, but he did it.
Yeah. Nobody expected Malik Hooker to stay healthy this long. Knock on wood. Yeah, he's been in perfect health, so we appreciate that. That's something that was unexpected.
Mm-hmm. So
everybody looked at him like, you know what I'm saying, fall apart. Like, you know what I'm saying, he can fall apart at any time. So it was a breath of fresh air to see Malik Hooker stay healthy and be the player that everybody projected him to be. Like, Malik been pretty good for Dallas, man.
Been exceptional, man. Honestly, you know, some folks feel some type of way about what he said, but I don't think he, that's a
no, man, you gotta relax, bro. No, man, is very, very nefarious right now.
But he ain't lying. Did you see the man? No, for real though. You know that he was so big. That man had a damn knee brace on his arm. when he had that arm injury, like this man a fucking dinosaur.
This man said he need one for his whole body. Man, Tyron finna be balling over there, man. That's what's finna be crazy.
If he stay healthy. I hope he does.
Man, he did last year.
For us with our medical staff. We didn't let that man
We the
practice.
best. We the best.
DJ.
We gave that man all practices off.
He said, hey, you know how gangster it is? Hey, don't bring your ass here till it's time to play. Don't do shit.
Look, I think we just got rid of Tyron on some moral type stuff. Like, it was setting a bad example. I guarantee you they probably still wanted Tyron. Because think about it, they like, man, we can't have a dude that don't got to practice. And then he just show up and ball out in the game. Like, they probably just didn't like how that felt. Like, they was like, man, we got to get rid of him, bro. I'm sorry. And he still was playing exceptional football, though.
He was an all-pro. Also, hey, Steven, we're live.
Yes,
also,
this is live.
What tripped me out, I know for a fact that they still wanted Tyron Smith. They just didn't want to pay him extra for his all-pro nod.
True.
I know that for a fact at this point.
Yeah, they wanted him to be still team friendly, but now didn't he take a similar deal from the Jets?
Yeah, the Jets.
He didn't take more.
He took slightly more. He took slightly. And
So you mean to tell me Steven wouldn't budge on that little money?
Dude, they didn't budge on that little money for Jonathan Hankins. The difference in what Jonathan Hankins got was under $1 million. They paid Jonathan Hankins under $1 million difference between what he was making here in Dallas. That just showed the Dallas Cowboys did not want to pay him.
That's distasteful, man. That's very distasteful. And we lost a look.
OG's got to calm the fuck down.
He crazy. yeah. I seen that. He distracted me with that comment, low key. But look, you want to know something that's even more egregious when you think about this?
What's up?
The Cowboys had the audacity to not only get rid of Jonathan Hankins, let him walk, and then they had nobody to replace him with.
I mean, they got the.
That's your thinnest position. No.
They're gonna replace him with an injured guy.
Am I being hyperbolic?
Shoulder
Am I being hyperbolic right now? Is that not our thinnest position?
Yes.
That might be the thinnest position on our team here.
One tech, especially, even if you want to count Osa, like one tech is the thinnest. Because I'm not even gonna give him Osa. Osa don't do no run.
Man,
stop.
Osa ain't no one tech.
You know what I'm saying? I'm giving them. I'm just talking about one takes.
Man,
right
that is the thinnest position.
Go down the list. You got Maji Smith, who's coming off of an injury. He just had shoulder surgery. You got the boy from Auburn, who was a 7th-round pick.
That just show you the state we in that we counted him. Most teams wouldn't even count him as a player that's gonna make the roster. That's how desperate we is, bro. But go ahead. It's pissing me off. You knew you at this your thinnest position, but you had the audacity to let Jonathan Hankins go.
I'm trying to think of who's actually a damn one tech that's left on the team. We got like a
Carlos Davis.
Is he even on the team still?
You don't
even know that man on the team.
I don't know, bro. Name. And we calling these people, bro.
Yeah, Carlos Davis, he's on the team.
We are counting on a 7th-round pick to be on this team. Listen, what's his name? Carlos Rogers? What's his name? Rogers something.
Justin Rogers.
Justin Rogers. I knew he had a real mid name. It's a regular name.
Justin Rogers and Denzel Jackson are the two guys you're thinking about.
I already don't like him because he's from Auburn. I'm sorry. But listen, this is what I'm going to say. Why are we sitting up here acting like these are real legitimate people to be on this team? Bruh, listen, answer me this. This right here going to let you know how desperate we is. If Justin Rogers don't make this football team, do you think it's going to be a headline about that?
Probably.
No. Nobody would care, bro. No, a 7th-round pick?
Yes, because they're depending on him.
What's wrong with a 7th-round pick? Desmond, I can't see, Rory?
Derek Rory.
Rory. Okay, this is what's wrong with it. If your team is good, that guy wouldn't make the team. On most NFL rosters, he would not make the team, let alone start.
Or play.
Starting is not even in the question. You want to know why I say that? Look at every other position, Derek. Look at every other position. Do you think it's finna be a 7th round guy to come in here and threaten a starting role at almost any other position.
Hell no.
It's not even realistic. That's what's wrong with it. It's a terrible idea. You should not be putting that much stock and that much hope into a 7th round pick. That is ridiculous, actually. So now you see what I mean? That's what's wrong with a 7th round pick. Now, I ain't saying that 7th round picks can't come in and ball out, but I'm telling you right now, until you see him ball out and turn some heads, you should not have that much hope in him.
Yeah, listen, it's not that we're saying that he ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? But when you pick somebody in the 7th round, they got picked in the 7th round for a reason. Then, it's very rare that they miss like that. He's a 7th round pick because he wasn't good enough to be a 1st rounder, 2nd rounder, 3rd rounder, 4th rounder, 5th rounder, 6th rounder. Right? They don't think that he's like that. They think he's barely an NFL player. That's why he's in the 7th round. You don't usually have Brock Purdy that bounce out here and play well out the gate. And even Brock Purdy, 2 people had to get hurt in front of him before he sniffed the field. You know what I'm saying? It's like
look at what all had to happen for Dak to even play. And he was a 4th round pick.
Yeah, Dak Prescott had 2 people get hurt in front of him in order for him to play. I'm not saying that 7th round picks aren't good or can't be good. You just shouldn't depend on them. You supposed to be depending on your 1st round picks and your veterans and these other guys. You should not be putting that much stock into a guy that barely made the damn league.
Bobby Ellis, our only hope is to trade with the Commanders. I think, and shout out to Boss because he gave me he kind of talked me off the ledge, and it's crazy. Like I don't know if he want to say this for himself, but I'm sorry, it was too good. I got to talk about it. Man, Boss was like, I ain't even tripping about defensive tackle no more. I'm like, what you mean? Why not? He was like, man, we finna be so bad that they gonna have to do something. I was like, damn. I was like, you know what? You might be right, bro, when you think about it. The Cowboys hard-headed, bro. They might need to get their heads smashed in. Hopefully it ain't in a game. Hopefully it's like preseason or something, and they see it like, oh, this is not gonna work. Or maybe just the first game or something, and we still win. Like it's just bad, and we still win somehow. I hope it's a situation like that, man, because they gonna have to address this. They gonna have to.
Man, it took them. How long did it take them to address the wide receiver by committee? And they went and got Amari Cooper. How long did that take? About eight games.
They so stubborn. I don't think they as stubborn no more, Hen. Cause look, how long it took us to get Jonathan Hankins then? It was shorter than Amari.
Was it though? I think that was mid-season.
I believe
too.
so. It was mid-season too.
Yeah, it was like right
Look
before
at me
the trade
trying
deadline.
to throw them a bone, and they still can't catch it. Good Lord.
Man, listen.
I thought they did at least about. No, that was Jonathan Hankins was like week 5, if I ain't mistaken.
I gotta go look and see what week.
I think Jonathan Hankins came in like week 5. Now
I don't know.
It might have been later. You might be right.
I think it was later than that. I think it was right before the trade deadline we went and made that move for Jonathan Hankins. I can't recall, but I know for a fact it was 8 games for Amari Cooper because we were 3-5. No, we were 3-4, and then it was 7
His first
games.
game was that Tennessee game.
Yeah, and then we fell to 3-5. Then we went on a run.
Yeah.
A lot of folks forget we lost the first game when we got him.
Yeah, when he was there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it took 7 games of the Dallas Cowboys seeing Dak Prescott try to make play with high school level wide receivers before they went out there and got somebody.
We can't wait this long, bro. This season to get away from us, bro. Man. We can't wait this long. Hopefully they do it in like
schedule.
Hopefully they do it in like now. When we play the Ravens,
week 3.
Okay, the Ravens we might have to sacrifice that game, y'all.
Boy,
Real
no.
talk.
No,
we might have to sacrifice that game, bro.
It doesn't
listen,
matter if we sacrifice the Ravens game.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. This is why the Ravens are gonna run on us so bad that the whole world is gonna demand us to address the defensive tackle position.
Landlord, we had 300 yards put on us in a playoff game. They still didn't get a defensive tackle. What makes you think them going crazy on the ground in a regular season game that nobody thinks we're going to win anyway? What makes you think they're going to change something then? They just going to say Lamar Jackson is him, Derrick Henry is him. They probably got the best running game in the NFL.
Okay.
Getting ran on by them is not going to do shit for them.
Guess what?
They're going to act like that's just another day at the office. Well, I'm going to
put my foot down then, gosh darn it. Listen here, Mike Zimmer. Are you a man of respect principles,
wait a minute,
morality.
wait a
Do you
minute.
have any self-respect for yourself, sir?
Wait a minute,
You
wait
better
a
not
minute.
let the Joneses punk you out up in here and let you get treated like this with all this disrespect. If you want to sit here and let your defense get did like that, sir, you got another thing coming. We finna come marching to Dallas with our picket signs, ticket torches, everything we can find. We coming down there. And you better not sit up here and let that happen to you, man. We gonna know if you sell it or not. We gonna know. We gonna know if you bit the knee or not. Because I know for a fact, you understand how important stopping the run is. You sit up here and not let them get no defensive tackles. This on you, Zim. Speak up for yourself.
Landlord.
Shit.
Hold on a second. The man ain't even called a damn play yet.
I
You
don't
have been
care.
fussing at
Speak
this
up
man.
for yourself.
And
You talking
listen,
all this crap to the players. Speak up for yourself in that front office.
How do you know that he hasn't? Because first and foremost, I want you to remember the relationship. Mike Zimmer is not an outsider. Like him and the Joneses go shooting. Like they go and shoot shit in the woods together.
That's even worse. You
So,
already
like-
one of them. You the op. Why you ain't got no defensive tackle? You talking about he ain't call a play. He ain't got no defensive tackle either.
He don't, man, listen,
Oh,
he ain't personnel.
This is defense.
Let me ask you a question. Why
Went and got Kendrick.
Hold on.
They went and got Eric Kendrick.
Nigga,
Okay.
after they let him walk, that man, listen, you up here fussing at Mike Zimmer. We ain't have no goddamn linebacker. That man called in a favor. That man got on the phone and made a boss move. Ain't even got a playbook in the motherfucker yet. And he made a move. Got you the best linebacker you done had in years.
I'm
And you up here
mad,
talking-
man.
And
Shit.
then two, why the fuck does our boy in the front office never get any smoke for us not having no personnel?
Who?
Who
Will?
else, nigga?
Big Will?
Yes, Big Willie.
Leave Will alone.
Fuck
Leave
all
Will
that.
alone.
Hold on
He the
now.
only hope
Hold
we
on.
got.
No,
if
listen.
Will like
Hold
him, we
on.
are done.
Listen to me. We cannot sit here and have these conversations about, man, we ain't got no defensive tackle. We ain't got no linebacker. And the nigga that's in charge, his entire job is getting motherfuckers. How the hell does he never get no damn smoke?
Okay, look though. Do he got power like that?
Yes.
Or is he being controlled with the puppet strings?
He got the power.
That man ain't got no gosh darn power. You
That man-
already know.
that man
They
got all kinds of
give
power.
Will McClay all the power when he get
He
undrafted free
he
agent.
got more
That's why
power.
our undrafted free agents be going in like that. That's why.
He got more power than Mike Zimmer.
You wonder why we get players like Donovan Wilson. They give Will McClay the bottom half of the power.
Don't do that. You seen the
They
war
do.
room.
They don't give him-
You seen the war room. You see them ask Will. They
Hell,
like,
you know
Will.
goddamn well that man ain't want no Myers Smith.
You know goddamn well you don't know that shit. You ain't gonna
You
speak
know
for
that
that
man ain't want no Myers Smith, bro.
How you gonna speak for that man? He up here clapping and shit. He up here.
He ain't got no choice. That's his job.
Nah, hell nah. Aren't you a man of conviction after all that energy, nigga? Well, aren't you a man of conviction? Speak up for yourself. What happened there? What happened, landlord? Shit.
Hold on. I don't know Zim like that. Zim knew now.
hell
He
nah.
been there, but he knew now. He got to reprove himself. Hey, I'm rocking with Will McClay more than him now. Will McClay done proved himself. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
He proved he ain't gonna get no goddamn defensive tackle.
He damn
Why you
He ain't
playing?
gonna drop no linebacker either or no running back. He don't get some
over with.
recycle running back. He don't give a damn.
We got running backs at home.
They asked him, you want the running backs in paper or plastic? He got the recyclables. God damn.
Ooh, Jesus.
Rico and Zeke.
He said this man said bring Taco back.
Hey, we need help, y'all. I'm sorry, man. I get mad and go on rant sometimes, man. I'm sorry, man. I might be talking crazy, delirious. I don't know. But I'm sick of this, man. I'm putting it on Zim. I ain't got nobody else to blame.
Jim ain't been here.
They putting the defense together for who, Hen?
Fam, they barely putting the defense
Who
together
are they
at all.
putting the defense together for, Hen?
Nobody. Did you hear what they said about building? Did you hear what they said about building up the defense? Ah, man, we already had a bunch of stuff in place, man. We ain't got to do too much to this. You got to just
Man,
do
I don't want to hear that.
They told. No, you don't want
I
to hear
seen this defense get skipped by Seattle. I don't want to hear that.
It doesn't matter. They told you how they feel, landlord. That's your fucking problem. You don't listen. They already
I don't
told
care about
you.
how they feel. They
They
stupid.
are,
This
okay
is why
then.
we here.
And that's fine. And that's fine. They are stupid. But we told you they gonna do that stupid shit anyway. So that's my point that I'm trying to
so
get get at.
Sick of
They
these
done
people.
told your ass what they is finna do. They said they ain't gotta make too many moves, no alterations. We already got stars. We got
Oh, my
Michael.
God.
We got Trayvon. We got the run blend. We got all the pieces, man. We good.
And
Fuck
this
them
is,
defensive tackles.
bro, Seattle wasn't even that good and they skint us.
Boy, I understand, but my point is, this is my point. You talk about who putting the defense together, the Joneses. The Joneses are putting the defense together with the help of Will McClay.
They run this shit.
With the help of Will McClay, because like I said, that motherfucker there for the ride. He signing checks. He signing checks and smiling. We ain't finna leave this motherfucker out. I'm sorry.
You gotta get some smoke too.
Nigga, Black History Month is over. I've been letting, I let Cuz make it. Juneteenth over, Black History Month over. I'm talking about the brother in the office.
You gotta get this smoke because he making me suffer too. I'm sorry. You gotta go down with this shit, bro. I'm sorry.
I got to. I be protecting Cuz, but like shit, man. You do be fucking up too.
Look, man, all I'm saying. Look, yeah, he be messing up too. He drafted that draft. Like look. And you right, bro. I can't do that. It's just foul. Like, I can't give him credit for drafting good and then deflect the credit when he draft bad. He drafted that whole draft last year, okay? That was him. He was there.
Hold on.
If we give him the
I
credit
don't mean to
for...
cut you off, but I just got to
Go
say,
ahead.
Donald Holmes hit me with a 15-piece in the Cash App because he's a real one, the realest.
Salute to Dono, man. We appreciate you. Salute to him on my side, too, man. He's a real one, man. I appreciate the support, man. We really do.
Indeed.
Thank you, sir.
But continue, though. I didn't mean to cut you off.
But, yeah, man, I'm just saying, man. He drafted that whole draft. And then we give him the props for drafting a great draft like CD and trading them. Like, we can't – we gotta have it the same on both sides, bro.
Free agency,
This
too.
a double-edged sword. He sucks at free agency, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, if we gonna say everything is because okay, you know what Wes did say this. We always say all the good things that happen with personnel is Will McClay, and all the stupid shit is Jerry Jones and Steven.
Yep.
We
Forget
can't have
Wes.
it
I
both
ain't
ways.
giving him that. I'd be mad.
We can't have it both ways, man. Cause he right. Either
He
Will
right.
McClay,
He
either,
right.
Either Will McClay is the dude, or he
ain't the dude.
Or
Yeah.
he ain't. So guess what? This piss poor ass free agency that we had, you ain't signed your quarterback yet, you ain't signed your wide receiver yet, you ain't signed no defensive tackles even though they were on the open market. You ain't go and spend top dollar to get Derrick Henry or any of these other
Time
valuable running backs.
Time out.
You
This
got-
is
you
the
got job
reason.
title.
It's obvious. It's obvious what's the problem here. It shouldn't be this hard to diagnose who's running things here. You see what I'm saying? Like, we don't know. Like, it's a mysterious shadow man in the back just doing shit. Like, we don't know. Like, listen, think about how unhealthy that is. We should have somebody to blame, Cowboy Nation. We don't know who the hell to blame.
You know what's funny? We doing all
Somebody
got
got to be held accountable for this, man. Like, we just can't let them keep doing stuff like this and then nobody gets to blame.
It's funny. We mad. We mad at everybody. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out one day that Scarlett running the damn team.
Charlotte Jones did
Yeah,
this shit.
Scarlett running the whole team the whole time. We gonna be mad at everybody.
Do y'all not understand how crazy this is? Like, bruh, we should know who to focus this anger towards. And somebody should get held accountable. And then guess what after that? Somebody should be penalized. Somebody should be fired. Somebody should be demoted. It should be things happening. But us as Cowboy Nation is so toxic the way this stuff is structured, we don't even know who the hell to blame.
Man, we don't know shit that's going on.
Man,
on the field.
I'm ready to go here. I can't deal with this too much longer, bro.
Yes, you can, cause God.
No, I can't. Because I got a whole year left for this. We ain't even started playing games yet. Like, and I'm already mad.
You ain't supposed to listen. You ain't supposed to actually have fun watching the Dallas Cowboys.
What?
Like you're supposed to suffer, and this is your penance for all the sins you ever committed in your life.
Lord
So
forbid we come out here and have a normal good season. Ooh, let us have a normal good season, not a 12-5 type season. We just have a 10-win season.
What if we go win in the playoffs?
Man, boy, this finna be smoke in the city. I tell you that much.
What if we only win 10 games and go to the NFC Championship game?
I wouldn't give a damn. But I'm talking about
But you would if we lost in the NFC Championship game.
if we
none
went to
of
the
that
NFC
shit matters.
Championship game and lost, I would be devastated. But I still would be kind of happy that we went, low key though. You know, depending on how we went. Now, if it was some lucky stuff, like everybody just hurt, and I wouldn't give them no props for that. So I'm consistent with that.
But ain't that what happened with Boston? They didn't play a team that was healthy the entire run. They're still NBA champions.
Yeah, but I'm just saying from my shit. It ain't nobody operating off how I think, but I'm just telling you how I think. Just like the Eagles, they had an easy road. I'm not giving you credit for that. They played the Giants, bro. The Giants and who else?
Oh,
they played the Giants.
49ers got their quarterback.
And then they played the 49ers with a backup.
Christian McCaffrey was playing quarterback by the time the game ended.
Bro, I'm not giving you no props for that, bro. I'm not. And even look, I'm so solid about how I act and how I behave that if it was the Cowboys on that same foot, I would not be praising them for that. I would not. Now, if we go and win, I'd be like, all is forgiven. But if we say, for instance, that we got to the Super Bowl or something in that manner and then lose, I'm like, nah, bro. We already knew the run was kind of fraudulent. Mm-hmm. Like, let's be real. We didn't even deserve to be there. Because if we did deserve to be there, maybe we would have won. See what I'm saying? So I'm going to hold the same standard on my team, too. That's just how I do.
You said blame Jerry for all the wrong things. Now, listen, that's what we've been doing.
Yeah, that's what we usually do. Yeah.
But this thing, I don't know if I should blame Jerry for all the wrong things. Because Jerry Jones is about 1,000 years old.
He
was in the Bible.
So, wait a minute.
So
I ain't know that. You learn something new every day.
Yeah, he was one of the folks out there. Never mind. I ain't gonna get canceled.
He can't do no wrong then.
Hell no, he was doing all the wrong, man. He was in Solomon and Gomorrah.
Oh,
but,
Lord, no, Lord.
But my thing
he was with Diddy and them, Lord Jesus.
Yeah, he was a Diddy.
Sorry, forgive me.
But
listen,
my point being though, man, like Jerry Jones, as old as he is, how much of the day-to-day stuff does he actually run? Like he's like a mascot at this point, man.
I just got mad yesterday reading out the GM job description. Jerry ain't doing none of that stuff. Now they did say he's the spokesperson and talks to the media and shit. He do that. I said he do that, but if he ain't doing nothing else, he do that. So yeah, all the other stuff, he ain't doing that shit, man.
Joe Biden had with that bitch sleep.
Man, I don't know what the hell Joe Biden was talking about.
That man took a perk 10 before he got on that bitch.
We ain't finna get on the politics, man, but I'ma just tell you, it ain't looking too good.
Well, they should set an age limit for all this shit.
Man,
I'm not even gonna. I'm not.
Don't be ageist. What they call it? Don't be an ageist.
Hell, no, listen. If listen, you get to a certain age, they take away your damn driver license. You mean to tell me they can take away your driver license and you still gonna be functional enough in your mind to run a country or to run a position in office?
Absolutely not.
I'm just saying, man. Like, y'all, there should be some shit somewhere. Like I say, I'm more of an anarchist than I am a Democrat or or a Republican. I believe that the government itself is bullshit. But they're all lizard people. But my point being though, man, there should be some safeguards in place to where the people making decisions about day-to-day life actually will be alive to see what the hell they doing to the world. You know what I'm saying? You making decisions for people. You're making decisions that you'll never see the benefits or the repercussions for.
That's a legit question they ask them, man, and we're going to have to get up out of here before we get real political, but that was a good question, man. They was like, can you do this 4 more years, bro? I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, Trump had some good points, man. I ain't going to cap. Like, I ain't saying I'm voting for him, but I'm just saying he was making some good points, hard to argue type points. Like, he said, don't nobody respect you and stuff like that. I'm like, man, you know how it is in the jungle, bro. Don't nobody respect nobody that's looking weak. Like, Joe look like you push him like this, he gonna fall down. What you think? You think any of these countries looking at him like he should get respect from them? No, man. They're not.
Go get me a 40-year-old, put him in the office, man. I'm about sick of this shit.
You know what I'm saying? Give me somebody who can still fight.
Give me somebody that look like they can play Batman in the movie or something, man. Like,
man, we need to make our own candidate. We gonna go hire somebody ourselves. Shit.
I mean, shit. Listen, Hire Jerry Jones. He be making NFL players out of UFL players. All we gotta do is go find somebody. He'll make them to a politician.
Hey, who y'all think will win in the debate before we leave? Jared versus Joe Biden. Cause Jerry be talking in circles too.
Man, Jerry
Jerry
got
just
that
be
fucking
saying
sauce.
stuff too, bro. That'll be the craziest debate ever.
that motherfucker gonna be in. Jerry gonna be on that bitch talking about glory hole.
Bro, hey, when nobody understand what the hell they talk about, bro. Like, you wouldn't be able to keep up with that debate at all. Cause Jerry gonna make 20,000 analogies and metaphors and miss the point, go back to the point. Like, man, that's gonna be straight insanity. Ain't no way. But hey, put it in the comments, people that's watching on the back end too, man. Hey, let me know who will win the debate. Jerry Jones or Joe Biden. I think that's hilarious.
Man, Jerry be all the motherfuckers in the debate. We playing. Listen, Jerry Jones, the only motherfucker I know that can give hope to a team after 30 years. No, he ain't tried. No, he ain't tried to do a damn thing.
He know how to sell, man. But man, I'm finna go ahead and wrap it up. I gotta hang it up. You know, I gotta be up at 4 a.m. So I don't have time to play around.
Well, we have fun with that, man. I'm gonna get the hell out.
Yeah, that was hilarious, man.
Yeah, man. We gonna holler at y'all, man. Peace.